Hey everybody, I'm Alexis Meeks.
And I'm your host, Jim Cardinal. Happy Mortgage Monday.
So this week, Jim's going to walk us through a scenario he had recently where an individual was denied about 1 month into the lending process.
Yes, Alexis. It actually wasn't on a file of mine. It was actually the person was buying the house from a client of mine, and the realtor had called me and said that the person looks like they're in trouble. They're getting denied, and it's been about a month into the process, and they're getting denied because they have unreimbursed business expenses that the lender didn't know about. And I'm not sure, it came pretty late into the transaction they found out about it, and the person no longer qualified with those unreimbursed business expenses because you got to deduct that from their income. So
Right. So that sounds like a bit of a bummer if you're already 1 month into it. What exactly would you have done in that scenario, or that would prevent it from being 1 month into it before these things came about?
yeah, I mean it is, and it's a real bummer for all parties involved. Hopefully, I know they talked to another lender and they potentially maybe be calling me to help try to figure it out. But it's a real challenge. It's never good to get denied, but it's certainly never good to get denied like a month into the process. So, as far as unreimbursed business expenses, when you see a person has certain lines of work, you generally know that you have to ask whether they, in fact, write off any business expenses. So, salesmen, certain types of work, requires them to drive a lot. Those are the types of jobs that you have to ask, are you taking on reimbursed business expenses, or ideally you'd get their tax returns and taking a look and see if they're taking on reimbursed business expenses. Everyone knows whether they do or don't, right? Because you have to give that information to your accountant. So that's one way we do it. And the other way that, it's never ideal, but when we do our transcripts, when we get the IRS transcripts, which is really where a lender finds out whether you're taking these unreimbursed business expenses, we're doing it in the first week. So it's never ideal to say that the pre-approval that you wrote is done, but at least it's done within the first week. It's really quick, and then you can go out and find a new buyer for the house, or lower your sale price. So just word to the wise, just be aware that unreimbursed business expenses, something that we've talked about before. It's a bit of an issue, but you got to make sure you're doing the due diligence up front as far as being a loan officer. This week, if you're out there talking to first-time home buyers, FHA, VA, FHA 203K, USDA, think of me, Jim Cardinal, 281-0077.